Okay. Hello, welcome. I think first things first, I want to pick up the Sage quest and get this finished up. Because I remember last time I kind of didn't finish this last mission. So let's kind of grab this and just like first things first, let's knock out this quest and get this started again. And then I think once I do this, we can kind of go and take care of some daily chores like gold saucer stuff, and then I think it'll be the Omega raids today. Get those started. I think that should be the plan. It's kind of like the last big thing I need to do before I can get to like Hildebrand quest lines or get back to the main story quest. And I'm going to go through all these cutscenes again just because I kind of forget what happened. So we'll kind of read all this again. Wow, Ansel. I just remember this being like a very long and tedious fight, so I'm not really looking forward to this. We'll see, maybe it'll be better this time. What have you done to them, you bastard? My, such anger, when you should instead feel joy for your friends. They have the opportunity to contribute to mankind's future. For the frailty of our flesh, so much knowledge and skill and experience are forever lost, an unconscionable and unacceptable waste. A lasting solution to the problem will not come without additional sacrifice. 'Tis unavoidable, but you, my friend, you are an invaluable living specimen, and I give thanks for the opportunity to study you further. You monster, how many lives have been lost and torn apart of your twisted whims? You play the part of the ignorant moralist well. Pity, as a fellow Charlian, I held out hope that you, at least, would come to appreciate my vision. Alas, you are as short-sighted as the rest. But no matter, you can yet serve a purpose, as a benchmark for my progress. Oh yes, all the elements are present for the test of strength. Mahout Ansel, kill these self-righteous fools. Hold on, my friends. We'll save you. It should be possible to break Goldivian's control. We just need to find an opening. As for you, I would thank you never to call me a fellow Charlian. It sickens me to think that you are compatriots. My, the animosity is fairly palpable. I had best make myself scarce. He's a pretty good villain. I've been enjoying him so far. I do enjoy the trope of like somebody kind of experimenting on others and they're kind of like twisted and misguided ways. And we have no choice but to subdue them. If I do like an AoE heal... Okay, so it does heal them. Perfect. Oh god, okay, I was not prepared for this. There we go, we're good. We're good, it's not too bad. Gotta make sure that Lala stays alive, which shouldn't be too hard. Just kind of like throw a heal on her once in a while and she'll be good to go. I don't think I've used... I think Holos was one of the new spells that I've gotten. I haven't had the chance to use it that much yet. Restores own HP and HP fill of all member party members. And also provides a barrier. Okay. Equaling the amount of HP restored. Oh, interesting. Okay. Reduces damage taken by self and nearby party members by 10%. Okay, so it's like a... It's a heal, and then for however how much you heal, I guess it gives them a shield. Kind of interesting. So it seems like a... kind of a spell to cast when the party member is really low in health. It is on a 2-minute cooldown though, so... Gotta time that right. Yeah, it's going pretty well so far. I think it was during the fight with Goldivan when I died last time. Hey, Boogle, how's it going? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. I'm just finishing up the Sage quest line that I didn't finish last time I played. I'm pretty sure it should just be like this fight, right? And then I'll be good to go. Yeah, I don't remember what killed me last time, so it's kind of hard to like compare. Not really sure what happened. Mahout, Hansel. Forgive me. I didn't want to hurt you. Huh. 'Twould seem you possess a heightened affinity for the sage's art. That I should be blessed with such fine specimens for my research. We must see what else you can do. Yes, we must. Watch out! I'm assuming I was the one that casted this, right? What? Yeah. You have a promise to keep. I like that. I won't fall. Not again. Through all the suffering and sacrifice, I'm still here. I'm still alive. And so as long as I live, I refuse to let anyone else die on me. What say you, Mahout, Hansel? As if you needed to ask. Where you go, we follow. You know this. I believe in you too, Loifa. And you. And Plunko both. This is very much like a power of friendship moment. Goldvein, you wanted to see what else we could do, right? Then come and find out. Marvelous, absolutely marvelous. Do not hold back, my dear subjects, for neither shall I. For the betterment of mankind, let us transcend the limits of our flesh together. Oh, that's right. Doesn't he like transform into a demon thing? Yeah, that's right. I'm very curious to know how he managed to do this transformation. Because I feel like it's not often that we see characters transform like that. Alright, let's get this started. Oops. I might want to get this back on. Ooh, I did not get out of the way in time for that. Yeah, yeah, I really like the music actually, but it does feel like a little weird, kind of hearing different songs and I'm kind of used to them. It's a really long fight. It's been a lot of healing. I'm not even at like half health left. Hey, Meebus, how's it going? It's good to see him. Hope you're doing well today. What am I supposed to... Oh, I'm supposed to heal them, maybe? Oh, I see the two sages. Oh, I should be reading the dialogue. Oh god. Oh, no. Okay, I think I just need to break these. And I should be good. I will probably need to heal all of them when they get back up. You wonder if you did it? I've been enjoying it so far. Like, I'm really liking the quest line. Oh, now he's back. was a pretty like intense fight for like a job quest. And, like a lot of healing, a lot of damage. It's kind of crazy. Also, I need to heal myself. I am not paying attention. I think we need to go around this side. It's gonna get some like heals going. It's hard to kind of like manage healing because I can't see the little party window. I have to like try to find each individual person. It's a little tricky. It's pretty much just like Lala who needs the most attention though. But she's doing pretty fine. I wish it was a focus target at some point. Okay, I gotta like... Oh no! I literally died as I said. I need to like move faster to dodge those attacks. That fight is so long. This is good training? Oh, I do this all over again. I bet you that's how I died last time, like the first time I tried this. I need to like move. I'm so used to the game like giving you more time. But like, yeah, I'm so used to the game like giving you more time to dodge those like AoE attacks. I feel like usually you can kind of run away from them quick enough, but I feel like in that fight, you have to start running the moment your party starts running. It's like I need to start and that's like literally what I was about to say when I died was I gotta start moving the moment I see the party members move. Yeah, watching the boss gas bars as well. It's frustrating. The fact this is an instant kill, you have to go back from the very beginning is so brutal. That really stings. Okay, I'll get it this time. Just gotta kind of get back to that spot again. Alright, back at it. Dang, that's brutal. Oh, I was hoping I could just knock this out easily, but one little mistake. At least it's like pretty easy to know when like that attack is coming in that phase of the fight. It shouldn't be that hard to dodge. It's just like if I don't dodge, then I'm pretty much just dead. Or if I don't time it right, it's just over. Just do not give you a lot of time once that AoE marker goes down. Okay, back at it. Okay, one down. I do really like the Phlegma, but man, is it such a small casting range. You just have to be like right up on the boss or the enemy to cast that. Very silly. I wonder why they made it like that. Why they made such a small casting range. Shift 1. Oh, my mana? Thank you. Wait, I didn't even realize. Oh my god. So glorious. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, phew. Using adders restores MP too? That's right, I forgot that some spells restore MP. Alright, I'm just gonna skip through all this. Get to the next fight. When there's a giant, yeah, like that. I think it's like kind of red. I know what you're talking about. Okay, I can skip it. Perfect. All right, let's get the Cardia back on, Lala, and then try it again. Oops. I guess I probably should have shielded myself during that. Yeah, so it's like during this part I really need to like move with the party. I like how it's all like medical terms too, amputation, that's cool. Wawa. I gotta heal you. Okay, so I think this is the part where he controls everybody. Okay. I don't know if it really matters too much in like what order I break them free. I'm assuming Lala is probably the toughest of the three, or I should just do the one that Lurch was attacking. Go. Almost done. Okay, I probably should not be healing during that portion. I just gotta run. Almost died there again. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Okay, I just gotta lock in right now. I just gotta lock in, yeah. That was really close. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to go for a heal. That was not great of me. I almost died there again. That would have been terrible. Okay, let's get it back. Let's get it back. I'm a little flustered now. We're good though. Oh goodness, I'm not in the right place. I'm almost like scared to cast spells. I don't want to die again. Alright, almost there though, almost there. Oof, that was stressful. That might have been one of the hardest things that I've had to heal through. Honestly, that was kind of intense. Yeah, that was tough. That was really tough. I'm very glad that I did that. That was very satisfying. Definitely pushed my healing to the limit. So the raid series, oh, I'm so excited for Omega. Super excited. Oh no, my cat just sneezed. No, thanks for sneezing all over me. Oh goodness, are you alright? What are we waiting for? Let's kill him and have done with it. No, Ansel, it should be Loifa's decision. Is it Loifa? Loifa? This power that I have, born of untold sacrifice. I swore that I would use it only to protect life, not take it. Goldavain will face justice back in his homeland, where he committed his most heinous crime. I'm sorry, my friends. Lala, this crystal was your mother's, and it rightfully belongs to you. It's already where it belongs. Through your deeds, bring honor to my mother's memory. I will strive to do the same, with my trusty sword and shield. With your blessing, I hereby take Goldavain into custody. He will be transported back to Sharlayan, where he will be tried by the Forum. While I tend to the necessary arrangements, you should return to Idyllshire and have a rest. I will join you anon. This mercy is more than you deserve, but you will answer for your crimes. Every last one. Dang, so does this mean that my... Wait, when are the next, like, sage quests? Because that was 70 to 80. Is it... And if Endwalker is 80 to 90, does that mean I can go straight, like, the next sage quest's already begun? That makes sense? That's kind of a weird... That's a weird sentence. I don't think I spoke my thought clearly. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Do you not agree? Atia, dearest. When I set out from Sharlayan, I want to reclaim my mother's soul crystal. Wanted it as a memento to remember her by. But I've come to realize that there is no better way to remember her than by the legacy of her deeds in life. She was the gentlest and noblest of women, one who never flinched in the face of danger when someone was in need of succor. And I will endeavor to honor that legacy by rising to the defense of those in need of protection. This includes Loifa and his friends, so in case you worry for them, don't. You should return to Idyllshire as well. Gods knows you deserve a rest too. I'm assuming that like the level 80 to 90 sage quests will begin once I get to Endwalker. And this is kind of like the pre-Endwalker questline. Yeah, because it makes sense if there's no like... Yeah, there couldn't be any like Shadowbringers level stuff because the class wasn't invented then. I suppose this is also like the Shadowbringers level from 70 to 80. You took your time. Let me guess. You were talking with your superiors and making arrangements to send us back to Sharlayan as well. That thought didn't even cross my mind. We had a long and difficult conversation, I must confess. Though they were pleased that Goldavain would be returning to Sharlayan, alive no less, they were deeply disappointed to hear the fugitives escaped. And that, despite my best efforts, I could not pick up their trail again. Yeah, I didn't think we'd turn them in. Though I don't exactly mistrust the form, I do have reason to believe that they knew more about Goldovain's activities than they let on. Perhaps they were hoping for resolution that wouldn't seem so sordid details, that wouldn't see the sordid details of his experiments brought to light. Oh, wait, okay, wait, it's completely different than what I was talking about. There's no more sage quests. From Shadowbringers onward, the job quests are replaced by role quests. Oh, wait, really? Okay, so it like kind of like combines all of the job quests into like a role class quest? Oh, interesting. So I guess once I finish this, like this is it for sage quests. Then it goes to like healer quests, for example. That does make a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, that's making like a whole entire, you know, 10 level quest line for 20 different classes. That's a lot of work. That's totally valid. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense then. Okay, so I guess if that's the case, then I just have the White Mage quest line for Shadowbringers, and then, like you said, it all kind of combines together. Okay, that's interesting. I'm surprised they didn't do that from the beginning. But I guess, you know, when there's less quests and early game, like it made more sense to kind of give everybody a unique quest line. It's kind of more like a long-term thing. It makes more sense than to combine it all. But now that it's all going to be out in the open, and your innocence has been made plain, my superiors will no longer think to pursue you. You are free to begin anew, which is the very least you deserve after all you have suffered. Well now, surprisingly reasonable for a mole-headed Charlian. I beg your pardon, a simple thank you would have sufficed. I never asked for my powers, but fate has decreed that I have them. And I'll use them as they were intended, then fight for the future of all lives. I also seek a cure for the procedure's side effects. And when I succeed, my friends will finally be able to return home, safe in the knowledge that they won't lose control again. We can't thank you enough for coming to our aid. If it weren't for you, we would have been dead or worse. We'd all but given up on ourselves and lived only for revenge, but you've given us a second chance, and we won't waste it. Is that a little carbuncle tail in the distance? We'll aid Loifa in his research, and of course, it'll be as much for his sake as ours. For all his bravado, he can't stand to be alone. What? There's a little carbuncle on the table. We thought that Vera men preferred solitude, but not our Loifa. Deep down, he's a lonely little boy. Aw, that's adorable. Family indeed. As a little girl, I regarded the sages of Eld with awe. In the tales, all were stern, nigh mythical figures, untouchable in their virtues and ideals. But the more I think on it, the more I'm convinced that these legends cannot have been so unlike us. No, they were ordinary folk who bore great love for friends and family, and that love extended to all life. Now, more than ever, I see this love in my dear departed mother, and though I still have much and more to learn, ever will I endeavor to do her proud. Oh, well, it's gonna kind of suck then to like... Well, does Lala just like not come up in any future storylines then? If there's no more Sage quests? Like, is this the only time I'll get to see her? Don't worry about that? Okay. Thank you, Plumco. I couldn't have learned these lessons, or accomplished my mission without you. As our work is done, our time together is over. But I shall linger in Eorzea a while, and hope to see more of you and hear your tales. It makes me ask questions like this, if I get to see, like, characters in the future. Yeah, because now I'm worried about, like, you know, Sylphie from, like, the White Mage quest line, all those characters. I won't think about it then. There's still plenty of game left to get to that point. And then I got a new spell. Erects a magic barrier around self and all party members near you that absorbs damage equivalent to the heal of 200 potency. Grants 5 stacks of Panhamitanon. When the barrier is completely absorbed, a stack of, I'm just going to call it Pan, is consumed, and a new barrier is applied. This seems very similar to Haima. But this looks like an all-party version of it. Because this just affects a single person. This affects self and all party members. Where am I going to put this? I guess we could just put it like next to. Actually, I could leave all this here. Let's do that. And then throw that right here. That's pretty neat. I mean, I love the spell effects so much for Sage. They're so good. Oh, Plunko, how fare you? Still fighting the good fight, I shouldn't doubt, and bringing succor to all those in need. Or you can, like, ask your questions. I feel like, would these be spoilers to ask? What is a Sage? How fare you of late? All is well thanks to you and your invaluable aid. Goldavane has been sent back to Charlian, where he'll be tried by the Forum, and I've no doubt but that he will get his just deserts. Meanwhile, I'll stay in Orzi for a time to broaden my horizons, with a view to eventually train as a healer like my mother, and when I set out on the path, I shall have to ask you for some advice on spellcraft. As for Loeth and his fellows, they still seek a cure for the procedure's side effects. You might run into them at a hard place. When not hard at work, they sometimes take a moment there to relax and unwind. I don't know what the hard place is. Loifa is down after a few tankers while Mahou tosses them back as if it was mere water. Ansel tends to lose a little too much inhibition and occasionally has to be restrained by the proprietor. In other words, they are like any other group of young folk, and it warms my heart to see this. Okay, so that wasn't too much spoilers. Just kind of like post quest line, what's going on. All right, well, with that done, let's go to Gold Saucer real quick, because I need to go check on my lottery tickets, and then we'll go pick up the Omega quest line. We'll do the mini Cacpot as well. It's 11. I would need to get like a 9 to get anything good out of that. What's a 2? See, I don't know what to do like in this situation where there's just like not really any good options. That'd be 9. 360. 2. Let's go with that. 307. It's not too bad. Is that kind of the best option? Yeah. Okay, we got a 1, 3, 5, 9. That's 14. That could be good to go for that and hopefully get like another high number. To get like, I guess it's like a 7 maybe? 7, 9. I already have a 9 though. Yeah, I'll just try that out. 83, okay. Not great. Not great at all. That would have been 306. 180. 180, 252, 360. Not a lot of like good options so far. Okay, let's go with this. Why not? I'm kind of over it now. 137. Okay, this is not great at all. Not really great. Hopefully we have better luck with the Grand Kakbot. We shall see though. Consolation prize? Consolation prize? And oh, hey, look at that, 4th prize. I'll take it. I think that's like the best I've gotten. Have I gotten 3rd prize before? No, there's no way, right? I think I've just gotten 4th prize. Okay, well, you looked it up. Looked up Panhamatonon? Panhamatonon? Apparently the name comes from Greek prefix pan, meaning all or every. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, prefix pan. Combined with I'm a blood and the Greek suffix. Interesting, okay. Very interesting. So like this would just be like blood in Greek. And this is, oh, I guess it kind of makes sense. Like this is a single target, and then this is like all party, which is then all like all blood. Single target and then all target. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I know like diagnosis, prognosis, those are like pretty standard medical terms. I don't know what eucrasia means. Is like another kind of like Greek. Can refer to 2 main concepts depending upon your context. A medical philosophical term for balanced health. Historically derived from ancient Greek, from EU meaning good, and krasis meaning mixture. Okay. Okay, interesting. So eucrasia is like balanced health, and then dicrasia is, oh, this one, okay, there we go, is imbalance or disease state. Interesting, okay. There's some stack markers that hit multiple times, and Panhema's, is it Panhema? Panhema is specifically for those. Gotcha. If I kind of am expecting like damage to come in waves or like multiple stacks of damage, then I can cast this. Which makes sense because when a berry is completely absorbed, a stack of pan is consumed and a new berry is applied. Got it. Neat. All right, let's get some new tickets. Right. I think I vaguely remember that one. But yeah, I think I kind of know the concept you're referring to. I mean, I remember, you know, trying to like stay alive. I feel like I didn't do too bad. Okay, there's that. Ralger's Reach is next. Yeah, I mean, my job is to survive. That's what it definitely feels like. Anytime I do a new raid, I just feel like I'm trying to survive. And hoping that everybody else can like carry me through. Yeah, the Avalice raids were really good. I gotta go back and do them at some point again. But I was like, I think those are my favorite Alliance raids so far. For sure. I liked it more than the Void Arc. I feel like the Void Arc was like a little forgettable, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's just because I haven't done them that much, but these didn't really like leave a lasting impression on me. Not as much as the Avalice raids did. But these like this one, the Lighthouse, like blew my mind. With all the gears and the fight, like the complexity of the fights. It's just crazy. The last sections of the Void Arc, like this series, of Mach and Dunscaith. Yeah, I just feel like I don't really remember these that much. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some more water real quick, and then I'll be right back and we'll get to these quests. I'm also thinking I might need to hop worlds or hop data centers just to like try to find groups for this, so I might do that, but we'll wait till we get to that point. But yeah, it's gonna be a couple minutes. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I have some pretty high expectations for this raid series, just because the Alexander raids were so good. Like my favorite content so far in this game, so set the bar pretty high. Let's get into it. Two pigs had to say first. Well, I'll be damned, Blanco. If this isn't fate, I don't know what it is. Blanco, thank the gods you're here. We need your help. In case you haven't heard, we set up an operation in Ralgra's Reach while we look for Omega. We've been decidedly slow going. I'm sorry to say we still haven't seen the blasted thing since it disappeared during the battle with Shinru. Which is not to say we haven't made any progress. We know now that Shinru ended up in the Imperial's hands, and that it was shackled with some very distinctive-looking bindings when they found it. Obviously, only you know what could have done something like that, and the fact that the restraints were still functioning suggests it didn't shut down when the chiefs instructed it to either. Wait, what is Make It Rain starts tomorrow? What is that? Is that like a seasonal event thing? I think I might have seen like a little like infograph, like banner thing for it. It's a gold saucer event? Oh. Anyway, we were getting close to identifying Omega's whereabouts when we encountered what you might call a problem. I'm happy it would be best if you came to the workshop and saw for yourself. One of the events they pull out to fill patch gaps. Ah, gotcha. Wait, I don't think I've really been over here. Oh god. Of course Nero's here. Teamstone exchange, token exchange. I have full gear, right? Yeah. Totem gear? Oh, interesting. I remember getting these and then throwing them away. Okay, so this is all of like the Ultima totems. This might be spoilers. How much Shinru, Ultima weapons, wondrous sundries. What is all this stuff? There's like minions? There's like little fox ear headbands? What is all this? Mythic Clan? Sasho Seki fragment? Ixian horn? Shinru totem? Okay, so here's all the mounts. There we go. That's like this vendor then, okay. Some music stuff. A lot of those things are drops from special fates. Ah. Ixian trophy, Ixian, wind up Ixian. Stuffed fox looks adorable. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that there are some trials that are behind like the main story quest. Fear and loathing, unseemly exertions. Yeah, because I still need what? How many more primal mounts do I still need? I have 1, 2. I only have 3 wolves. And what is there? Probably like 7 in total, or is there 6 in total? I was assuming there'd be the same number as Stormblood, but it could be different. There's Tombstone Exchange. Select crafting materials. But there is some Orchestrion rules I could buy if I have a lot of excess tombstones. Yeah, I kind of realized that. I probably shouldn't be looking too far. Yeah, let's stop that. Okay, 4 trials are story locked. Got it. So that makes sense with like the seven trials. I'm now chief. This isn't terribly constructive. Go on, suggest something, and I'll be sure to do the exact bloody opposite. So much for improving efficiency. Spot the problem. Oh, is the problem Nero? Is that what the problem is? Oh, that makes a lot of sense now. It makes total sense. Surprised? Ah, so are we. He's been brought in as a consultant, believe it or not. How many times do I have to tell you? You will play no part in this investigation. Your motives were dubious from the first, and nothing you have done since has served to make them any clearer. Out of necessity, I agree to take part in Omega's activation, but that will be the extent of our cooperation. Look at his stupid glasses. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be mean. Passing judgment without due consideration, openly disparaging colleagues, not very chiefly of you, Chief. I'll have you know I'm a sensitive new recruit who thrives on encouragement. Then I trust you'll thrive elsewhere while I encourage you to piss off. I will not have him in our roster, Jesse. Never mind anywhere near our work. His employment is to be terminated, effective immediately. I mean, like, he is like Nero is a war criminal, right? Like he was very much like a very serious villain to Eorzea. So it is kind of a little weird that he's so kind of like cordial now. Well, to an extent. Or like he's kind of part of this group. Because I feel like he was like a pretty serious... He's helping, is he? Yeah. Yeah, the quotation marks are very necessary. But he was like... He was very much like a war criminal. Like didn't he like help bring like Ultima about and like terrorize Eorzea? The thing is, Chief, we've already paid him in full. And it isn't exactly a pittance either. Fourth what you get was the agreement. Look, whatever disagreements you might have had in the past, the fact is, we could do with his expertise now. Let him earn his keep at the very least. I don't believe this. You claim him wholly justified ventures represented an unsustainable risk at the ironworks, and then pay him a sultan's ransom in advance? Him? Give me strength. No, but I like Sid. I don't want to annoy Sid. This has been the way of it for a while now, on account of which we've had to put the investigation on hold. So let's investigate by ourselves. Let me know how it goes. I'm leaving. You could be a very sassy warrior of light. Tisk. As much as I admire your enthusiasm, hero, you'll not get very far without some brains to complement your admirable brawn. Happily, I am blessed with surfeits of the former. From this moment forth, you shall be my chaperone. With the realm's savior watching my every move, I couldn't possibly make any mischief, which should surely serve to allay my employer's concerns. Oh, forgive me, Plunko. It was not my intention to embroil you in this mess. I didn't even know you were here. Seeing as you are, though, I cannot deny that I would be glad to have you on board. The fact is, we are no closer to understanding the true extent of Omega's powers, and even if it was damaged during the encounter with Shinru, it seems highly doubtful that we will be able to disable it unaided. We have got so far as identifying its likely resting place, but I, for one, would feel a lot more confident without surveying the area with you around to deal with any unexpected surprises. Might I persuade you to lend us a hand once more, old friend? Then it's settled. Yeah, I do like having Nero around. I think he is very funny. I think he's like a good character to kind of mix up the dynamic of the Garland Ironworks. Chief, we have a problem. The etheric concentration levels of the yawn are soaring. Our readings doubled from the one moment to the next, and by the time we went to check on them, they doubled again. What? But that could only mean... Evacuate the site. I shall handle this matter personally. Biggs, Wedge, Plunko, I need you with me at the Yawn. The south of here. That's where we believe Omega came to rest. I can check after this. Jesse, hold the fort while I'm gone, and, if possible, continue surveillance from a safe distance. Alright, Chief. Watch yourself out there. Am I to stay and mind the shop too? I feel like it's probably better to keep Nero close by. Oh no, I'm not letting you out of my sight. Before you fill the room with maniacal laughter, I want you to remember something. When you collected the inexplicably lavish fee, the Ironworks Creed became your creed. That's freedom through technology. In case you've forgotten, not supremacy through elegant ingenuity. Breach this contract and I will have my pawns of flesh. My white mage health is... let's see. I want to say, okay, 165,000. And that's with all of like level 100 crafted gear. Entry level 100 gear, yours is 100k. Gotcha, okay. So wait, what is your health with like max raid gear or like high level gear? My mind is oh, up there. 5,913. You don't have any better gear? Oh, gotcha. Vitality is 5,797. 4,035. Cool. What does this gear look like, actually? Is there a way to, like, dispel a... How do I dispel a glamour? Oh, dispel glamour, there we go. Wait, why does the gear look like this? That's right, I remember, like, it was very, like, pink and princess-like. That's so silly. Yeah, just the difference between eye level 800 and 770 is about 50% more power. Or you're saying 700 to 770. Yeah, so my current eye level is 770, gotcha. That's wild. So I have about like 65,000 more health. About 1,000 more mind. Yeah, this gear's so interesting. No, there's no materia in it yet. I probably should at some point throw some materia in it, but I have to go buy some then. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And also now that I'm kind of like focusing more on Sage, I'm just kind of like not really thought much of White Mage. It's about 2 mil. Oh, I know. I was so grateful when somebody made it for me. I can't believe they did that. I remember like seeing some of these set pieces in the market board and like how expensive they were. So I was really surprised when somebody just made it for me. I feel very spoiled. Definitely very lucky. Yeah, but I feel like this game, I mean, here's the problem, is I'm so over-leveled that the only way for me to find upgrades is through the market board or people making me gear. Or at least finding upgrades that match my level as opposed to like match the content. And I feel like, I don't know, like there isn't really exciting ways to find gear other than just like buying them from vendors, because there is no gear that's good from like dungeons or raid drops. It's all just like vendor bought gear. So I haven't really gotten much excitement over finding gear to begin with, or like finding upgrades. But again, like I mentioned, I feel like my concept of gear is so warped just because I've always had gear that's like vastly over leveled compared to the content that I'm currently in. Just start working on some gear or just buy a bunch. I guess it depends on how much like how much work you want to put into it. You haven't really geared it all since finishing story. Yeah. And just buy stuff. Yeah, I will say like, wow, this has definitely changed from last time I've been here. I will say like, I guess kind of like my gear excitement comes from glamours. And like finding cool gear to use for glamours, which I haven't been the most successful considering the fact that I'm still wearing the starting Lalafell gear. But I think like that's kind of where excitement comes from. Not gear that's like better than what I currently have, more so gear that like looks cooler than what I currently have. That is Glamour Thunderdome. Yeah, like everything's available. Which is so exciting, I love that. I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, for sure. Crikey, it was just a plain old hole before. I mean, I wouldn't call it a plain old hole. This is like a massive, like, crater. Ah, would you look at that? I probably should have swapped back to Sage. Whoops. Why is my first instinct to jump in? Like, that was the first thought I had. I just want to jump in and see what happens. What in the seven hells is going on here? A veritable sea of condensed ether. Our precious has been busy. What villainy is this? Oh, it's Midgard somewhere. Been a while since we've seen him. In slumber, sweet I have lain, since mine offspring's war with man did end. Yet I could not choose but stir this abhorrent stench. Have care, mortal, for within this great hollow lieth Omega. I wonder if it's like repairing itself? And this is like some sort of like repair fluid or bath, or like it's evolving like a caterpillar maybe? Okay, whatever you think is gonna happen, it will be wrong. Long have we known one another. Our history spanneth eons and stars. Wait, Midgard Summer knows Omega? Okay, yeah, I wasn't okay, I wasn't expecting that. Oh god, what is happening? Yeah, I could never have guessed this in a thousand years. Chief, get out of there. Why quest? I've been having the urge to get back into RimWorld, not gonna lie. I've been thinking about starting another playthrough. Eh? You're not dead? Apparently not. It passed straight through me, as if it were some sort of illusion. Oh, the grab ship this time? It's really cool, I should try it. I need to finish like a good run before I like try any new complex like playthroughs or any like new crazy stuff. I gotta like get to a decent point in one run before I can like, you know, really feel confident. Yeah, I feel like seeing the ending is kind of not necessary though. I just want to get through like the early game. Like I feel like I've never really gone through that early game hump. Um, so that's kind of like more my thing. Omega is a weapon wrought in a place beyond the reach of thy kind, capable of weaving either into life. That's a good way to look at it. Kind of like once you finish all the research, or you kind of reach a point where like nothing really challenges you, maybe too. That serpent is yet unfinished, but doubt not that it'll become a corporeal threat ere long. Since you've learned a lot. Well, whatever it is, it's gone. Well, this peculiar thing remains. What? If it looks like a chocobo, and Quez is like a chocobo, I'm thinking it's probably chocobo. It looks like a chocobo in the same way a mammoth looks like a person. You know what I mean. You heard him quiet, didn't you? He's a chocobo, I'm sure of it. I have no idea what it is, but it doesn't seem to pose any immediate threat. Fascinating. We should dissect it in the name of science. Wasn't predictable, then you might retry. That's a good way to do it, yeah. Kind of like give yourself a best of both worlds. It's a very small horse bird. It looks like a kind of like a chibi chocobo, in a way. Like a chocobo in a very like chibi art style pony bird. It's very cute though. I feel like I maybe know who this is, or at least have been told who this chocobo is. But I don't really remember though, so I think that's probably for the best. Chocobo's mysterious dungeon art style? That's a good way to put it too. Very silly. Okay, let's see what they have to say. Or, I guess they probably can't really talk though. That's a real game. There's also a chocobo racing game. That'd be fun. The way it quails isn't unlike a chocobo, but it looks more like a stuffed doll to me. It's definitely a chocobo. Trust me on this. The ones we Lawfills ride are all about this size, aren't they? I suppose. Alright. Let's go chocobo for now. It is very cute. Thy mistress' blessing extendeth not unto this creature's soul, then? Very well. As this matter concerneth Omega, I shall speak with it in my stead. Or thy stead. It's like a kart racer. Plunko, aren't you going to introduce us to your knowledgeable little dragon friend? You mean isn't Midgardsormr like the god of all dragons, pretty much? Or like the father of all dragons? What? The Midgardsormr? Who fought and felt the battle of Silvertear Skies? Progenitor? Also known as Grandpa Dragon. And here I was, content to be traveling in the company of just one legend. Without wishing to offend you, hero, the father of dragons does have something you do not. That being relevant knowledge, there is much we can learn from him. Little and less is known about Omega's origin. It first appeared in records dating back to the Third Astral Era, before the Allegan Empire reached its zenith. And said records had but one thing to say. Omega activation successful. In the centuries that followed, the Algans enjoyed rapid technological development, but there was nary a further mention of Omega until its capture of Bahamut. Its existence is a mystery among mysteries, a tale among tales. 'Twas always assumed that the Algans built it, and I had no intent or reason to believe otherwise. But now Midgard Summer tells us that it is not even of our world. Just so. It haileth from another star. More than that I will not say. I have spoken with the being. It telleth of a strange plane beyond this hollow, wherein it did reside from the moment of its creation. For reasons unknown, it was ordered to fight, yet being weak, it chose flight instead, and thus crossed over into our world, or this world. Ordered to fight by Omega? Why in the seven hells would it do that? To put his creations to the proof. If you would know more, go forth and look upon the truth with your own eyes. Wait, you're saying we should jump in? You have not to fear from the fall. The hollow hath become a portal into Omega's domain. Once there, this being shall guide you. So we do get to jump in. Servant of Hydaelyn, fate bindeth me to Omega. If it is thine intent to pursue it, I shall lend thee my strength. Yeah, we get to jump in, yeah. It's weird, like, whenever I see a liquid, my first thought is either to drink it or to jump into it. I don't know why my brain's like that, though. It's kind of not the best thing. Yeah, I guess it's more of like etheric energy, right? It's not really a liquid. So you really can show us around inside the hole, can you? Quick way. I mean, it kind of looks like a liquid. Like a misty liquid. Or like some sort of like kind of magical like etheric plasma. Forbidden strawberry swirl. See, doesn't it look like tasty? Like I want to drink it. I don't know why. I don't know why I have that urge to like drink it. Probably not a good like evolutionary trait to have though. It is kind of like a hot tub almost too, with like the mist or like steam rising from it. Looks like it'd be nice and warm to jump into. What? Yeah, change the stage, thank you. Appreciate that. Are we seriously thinking about going in for a dip in that pink muck? I'm not too keen on this jumping idea. There are rocks that can swim better than me. This stage just keeps getting better and better. Well, I doubt any of us imagined things would come to this, but the Father of Dragons has given us this assurance. Let us take our investigation into the yawn. I have already apprised Jessie of our intent and instructed her to have our engineers on standby. Since we have no way of knowing what awaits us in there, I need you to be ready for anything. Are you? Oh, it's a level sync. Interesting. Okay. Let us begin. All right, who's first? Also, I just noticed I'm not wearing any shoes. I'm wearing my sandals. This is the end. Is this heaven? Is that why it's so bright? Oh my god, my eyes. What is this place? My entire face is lit up. And what's wrong with us? I can't see straight through me. Hope our little chocobo friend is like materialized though. Welcome home, Alpha. Welcome, mortals. Alpha, that's right. I think I remember somebody mentioning Alpha to me in the past. But I don't really know much about them, though. Okay. I am Omega, and I have been waiting for your coming. What voice is Omega? I communicate with you now via one of my monitors. Are they like a robot voice? You stand in the rift between dimensions, where a vital experiment is presently in progress. Your participation is appreciated. Please indicate your consent. Blip. Experiment? If you want our participation, you have to tell us a little more than that. Ugh, we're disappearing. Not participating entities will be summarily erased. Please indicate your consent. Blip. It seems we can't even exist here without Omega's leave. I think it's fairly clear what we have to do, don't you? We consent? I probably should ask the Chocobo first. Might be a smart idea. Although he seems on board already. Thank you for your cooperation. You're provisionally assigned to the Alpha group. Would have been quiet. Well, Midgard Summer could have translated for us. This is really interesting. Okay. Lots of like egg-like structures. Looks like some manner of tower or egg. Very mind thinks alike, Sid. These things remind me of some sort of like Fallout, like little machine. The aim of the experiment is to determine the mightiest being in creation. To that end, 89 candidates have been selected and recreated. They are grouped by dimension, matched by strength, and pitted against one another. That which you identify as the Chocobo's subject alpha, and you have been assigned to its group. This assignation is sensitive, however, pending the assessment of your fitness to serve as fully fledged test subjects. Your combat capabilities will be evaluated shortly. Combat capabilities? You mean you want us to fight? Affirmative. Of course, a course shall be constructed for this purpose, through which you must attempt to fight your way. Your suitability will be confirmed upon reaching the Delta Escape test world beyond. Please note, however, that only entities with existential authorization may be interact with objects in the Rift. Of your number, only Alpha has this at present. Before you may engage in combat, said authorization must be temporarily transferred to you. Blip, bloop. Ha! An invitation from Omega itself. Not even I could foresee this. We are accepting it, of course. It's preferable to summary erasure, as I'm sure you'll agree. Alpha, was it? My colleagues and I are minds to participate in Omega's experiments. Will you transfer your authorization to us? I think I don't. Yeah, I think I've already kind of done that once I bought all the Sage gear. So I should be pretty low on stones. but I can double check, of course. Beep. Existential authorization transferred. Subjects ready to engage. Please begin at your own convenience and proceed as directed. Yeah. Yeah, 75 of 2007. I'm assuming these ones are for like endgame content. These like mathematics and mnemonics. And then out like the poetics are for anything, yeah, below like current content. This is really neat. I love like how seamlessly this game blends kind of like that fantasy, like medieval fantasy with just like futuristic like sci-fi, which I guess like kind of most Final Fantasy games have done that to a certain extent with like Magitech stuff, but it's always like really cool to kind of see like a mixture of sci-fi and fantasy in like one game. Yeah, science fantasy is a good way to put it. Yeah. Final sci-fi. Does it have the same ring to it? I like that, final sci-fi. I mean, like, look at Sage, for example. It's Sage, which is usually considered to be like a very, like, you know, old, like, wizard. But I'm casting, like, laser beams. So it's very interesting. Yeah, I mean, Star Wars is... What is this? Yeah, Star Wars is definitely like science fantasy with like a Jedi and kind of that like aspect of it. But I feel like it still kind of leans more to like fantasy or science fiction though. I don't know why I'm saying this. Oh, so it changes into a life form. And a hostile one at that. Wait, is Midgard Stormer helping us fight? Is he, or is he just like, just watching us fight? Dang, Nero's got a gun sword and everything. Have we seen Sid fight before? He has like a little, like, sword pistol thing. I don't know that I've seen him fight before though. Another one. It seems they'll continue spawning so long as the monitor is operational. It's out of commission. The trick is to reverse the barrier's energy currents. Well done, Wedge. That leaves just the enemy. It was like Paladin though, oddly. Even though that would be like what would the job that would be? Machinist? Yeah, because Nero's like Gunbreaker with like a gun sword like that, and then doesn't Machinist usually have like a smaller kind of handgun? Which would make sense if, yeah, I guess he's not really shooting his gun, I just realized. He's kind of just like whacking the enemy with it. I guess so is Nero too. They're both Paladin animations? Interesting. Biggs looks like Pugilist, right? With like the kind of like knuckles, brass knuckles weapons. As a gun dagger, mismatched gun sword weapons are the Garland thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think like most of the Garlands have like some sort of gun sword weapon. They're really cool though. Like I love like a good gun sword like this. They're so cool. I kind of want to play Gunbreaker just for like the weapons, to be honest. I think if I did play a tank class, it would be Gunbreaker. I feel like Gladiator and Marauder are a little too just like generic to me. It plays a lot like DPS, has a lot of buttons. Oh god. That seems enjoyable. Which one? Doesn't Gladiator turn into Paladin and Marauder just stays Marauder? Or does Marauder turn to Warrior? I forget like what turns into what. I always get confused. Marauder is Warrior? Okay, and then Gladiator is Paladin. I will say Dark Knight looks really fun too. With the giant like two-handed swords. It's a good time as well. It's cool to see Wedge have his moment and kind of have like a purpose during this portion, because he's not really much of a combatant. Why is my boots unequipped for some reason? Why is like all my gear unequipped? Well, I wonder because I maybe didn't save. Well, I probably didn't save my gear set when I swapped back over to White Mage. That's probably what happened. There we go. Let's save that this time. Perfect. Yeah, I've been doing this with missing some gear. Yeah. It's hard to remember to do that. Okay. What's next? It's like a whole little castle in there. I just realized that. Oh, I wonder what that is. Oh my god. I didn't even realize. This thing's so big. It jump scared me. Is Behemoth a primal, or is it just like a monster? I feel like they've mentioned it in the story before in the past, but I kind of forget like what role it played or where it came from. Just a little guy. I mean, he's certainly not. I don't know if I call him a little guy. But is it just like some sort of like kind of like species of monsters? It's a fate boss? Gotcha, because I feel like I remember them mentioning it in like the main story quest in A Realm Reborn, but it could have just been maybe like me confusing it with Bahamut. It's not tempering people? Yeah, that makes sense to him. That's our goal. The Devil's Escape, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think is waiting for us in there? Megas said that it groups subjects by dimension. If the creatures we fought in the way were merely intended to separate the wheat from the chaff, it would seem certain that far greater challenges await inside these egg-like objects, our fellow test subjects most like. But I am not certain that what to make of that castle. Could it somehow be connected to the subjects? Alpha, but hold on a moment. Shouldn't either one of or the other of us be translucent? Alpha had never been translucent. Subjects confirmed you have arrived at the Delta Escape. Analysis complete. Congratulations, you are proven for participation. You are approved for participation. Your strength places you in the selfsame tier as Alpha, the feeblest and farthest removed from myself. Nonetheless, you are now fully fledged test subjects. Welcome, weakest of the challengers. As corporeal life forms, you need not undergo development within a test world. Instead, you may use this space freely. Not quite what I have chosen, but one must make do. Speaking of which, what is it that we are supposed to do exactly? You are to enter the Delta Escape and defeat all test subjects within. Please note, however, that strength in numbers will not be acknowledged. There is a strict limit upon how many entities may participate in combat. Only a small party may have essential authorization transfer from Alpha. Good luck. So the eggs do contain our fellow test subjects, just as I predicted, eh, Garland? Before we turn our thoughts to the Delta Escape, I suggest we set up a base of operations here. Mark? What is this? Wait, Mark? Oh my god, I can't do Roman numerals. Mark 14? Thermocoil Boilmaster? Phew, all that jumping and fading and fighting really took it out of me. What I need now is a steaming hot cup of tea. Nothing makes it better brewed than a Mark 14 Thermocoil Boilmaster. Coming soon to a Garland Ironworks approved vendor near you. Sorry, Jesse made me do it. I was thinking about asking the crew to throw some supplies in after us, but only the gods know if they'd make it here in one piece. You can bet they wouldn't be the right way up if they did, though. Quite impressive for an improvised arrangement, even if I do say so myself. Now then, let us see what we can learn from our host's many monitors. It's somewhat cobbled together, but this should suffice as a base of operations. Take heart, old friend. Though every step we take seems to raise more questions, we will wade through this mire of mysteries eventually. Of that, I have no doubt. Oh, there's the castle. Right then, what to do next? We know that Omega is conducting tests to determine the strongest being. but we do not know its ultimate purpose, nor even its exact whereabouts. Plainly, however, it is within Omega's power to curtail our stay here whensoever it chooses. Accordingly, we have little choice but to proceed as bidden and defeat the tough subjects waiting in the Deltascape. Well, Alpha certainly seems keen, though it might be best if you left the fighting to the others, little one. You're so adorable, though. That is, of course, assuming others are willing. What say you, old friends? This promises to be most entertaining foray, and I would not dream of missing any part of it. You may rely on me to provide you with remote support. With commendable foresight, I take liberty of borrowing the various monitors that were lying around, and shall extract all the information I can from them. Quack, quack. Tis a pity none of us speak Chocobo. As I recall, though, we were supposed to have Alpha transfers authorization to us prior to engaging in combat. In which case, Plumko, you'll need him to accompany you into the Deltascape. See to your preparations and proceed whenever you are ready. Looks like a toolbox over there. A little like Garlean toolbox. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of little like Deltascape eggs. Alpha appears eager to proceed. You may enter Deltascape V1 whenever you are ready. Hey. Okay, Boogaloo, you still want to hop in for these? We can try on my world, or I can just go and hop over to your world, which probably would be better, right? If I just log out now and do that. I feel like I probably won't have much luck on Dynamis. Let's see what's available. Some of the data centers, world. Okay, we got a couple worlds open on Crystal. Wait, what? What was like Malboro's destination for data center? Did it like just fill up? Oh yeah. It's funny because then Diabolos opened up, which is your server. Okay. Let's give it a shot. In your hunt for the elusive Omega, you and your comrades find yourselves unwitting subjects in its fiendish experiments. With no recourse but to do as bid, you resolve to venture into the Deltascape to do battle against unknown foes. Before you looms the test world, the image of a mysterious castle framed within an egg-like contour. Less than 5 minutes? Okay, that's not too bad then. So how would I get back to... I guess I could just go back over here and probably teleport. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I will send you right now. Got a little carried away. I guess I could just like wander around for a little bit. Look at people while I wait. You gotta go to Limsa, of course. Gotta go see what fun shenanigans are going on at Limsa. I feel like I haven't seen any like bands be like play in a long time. Or like any bards to do a performance. But also I don't really see that very often in Golem. Oh, little wall fell. I'm so sleepy. There's a little crab too. Oh, there we go. That was really fast. Wow, crazy. Lots of Lalafells over here. Okay, I'm like so excited. Okay, there's a dragon we saw earlier who's chasing Alpha. Plunko, do you hear me? Your opponent is called Alt-Royce. No idea what the name means, but good luck. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have any strong thoughts about that fight. I don't really know how I feel about it. Anything worth getting? No. Yeah, I was just kind of like, it was alright. I don't really have any strong feelings about it. It's also the first fight, so I gotta give it more time to like get into it, but yeah, I don't have any like comments right now. Nice work in there, Plunko. As you can see, we've finished setting up here. Now we've got everything straight, we'll do our best to make ourselves useful. If you need anything, just ask, eh? I'm glad you're safe, you and Alpha both. Well, well, aren't we in fine form? Well done, my friend. We were lucky enough to witness every moment of your struggles via the Deltascape's various surveillance devices. I dare say we had a better view than you did. Gaining control over them was the extent of our accomplishments for this outing. I suppose we did also learn your adversary's name. Rest assured, however, there will be plenty more such outings. Preliminary analysis suggests that there are 4 combatants in the Deltascapes all told, including your friend Alteroid, which means you will be required to win 3 further bouts, with deltas 2 to 4, in this test world alone. Needless to say, there are plenty more such worlds in the Rift, holding the remaining 85 subjects between them. Plainly, our host has gone to no small amount of trouble. Quite why it is so obsessed with determining the strongest being is another question. Omega seeketh to improve itself, to evolve. This was ever its primary directive, though through contending with mighty foes, it grows stronger. Having vanquished the vile simulacrum you call Shinru, a greater adversary was needed. In the absence of such being, it had but to create one. So in the name of self-improvement, it wants to make a new playmate, and it chose to undertake the task here to avoid outside interference, yes? In part, the making of life is not Omega's primary function. It bringeth complex beings into the corporeal realm only at great cost to itself. As such, it employeth this plane to test unfinished works, that it might determine a single entity worthy of creation. If I understand you correctly, the moment Omega's grand experiment is complete, it will give birth to a creature mightier even than Shenru and then proceed to fight it. God help us. All if a battle of that scale would come to pass, the powers unleashed would be enough to bring about another calamity. Assuming the dragon has the right of it, all test subjects must needs be works in progress, save for ourselves, of course. But how then do we explain Alpha? As I recall, it manifested corporeally outside the rift. But then again, it is hardly the most complex of creatures. Perhaps it was finished by accident. Don't you make fun of Alpha, he's a good boy, and if it hadn't been for him, we wouldn't have all been erased. He might not be strong, but he's brave, and reliable, and adorable. Changing the subject for a moment. Chief, after you lost track of Omega, you said you re-engaged its stasis systems, right? Meaning something somewhere isn't working like it should. I only ask because me and Wedge have done pretty much all we can here, and we're wondering if we might be worth going to Cartano to look into it. That'd be a great help. Nero and I can handle things at this end. Well, be off then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, eh? And you be a good boy, Alpha. Do as you're told and look after Plumko for me. Well, what are we waiting for? We must pray that Biggs and Wedge are able to repair the stasis system. If they can't, we'll have to little choice but to see Omega's experiment all the way to its bitter conclusion. A tall order, I concede, and one that would require you to prove yourself the mightiest being in creation. Well, we must hope for the best and plan for the worst, which in this case means pressing on with the test. Are you ready for the next foray? One moment, Chief. My analysis is yet incomplete, but it would seem Subject Delta 2 is capable of manipulating gravity. How fortunate then, but I recently had a chance to assemble something which you might mitigate its effects. An anti-gravity gimbal. May it serve you well. Okay, I'm ready. What is next? I will say it is kind of cool that it looks like each of these deltascapes are in a different location, which I kind of like, as opposed to like the Alexander raids where they were all pretty much in the same like environment. So it'd be kind of cool to see all the different like deltascape locations and where we're heading to. I feel like they kind of do like, you know, different enemies and different environments and kind of more unique fights than what they could have did with the Alexander raids. I'm surprised they don't have like a base camp set up on the outside of the Leon. Let's see, what can we do to kill some time? Hey, I found one. Yay. Look at these little Lalafels. Oh my god, they're adorable. Okay, well now I found what to do for the next 5 minutes or so. Aw, dang it. I just got here. Wait, where are they all baggins? Kicking Saddins? Slapping backpackins, duffel baggins, sleeping baggins, punching baggins, Annie packins, tote baggins, moving boxins. This one's great. It's a garden gnome invasion. They do look very, very garden gnome-esque. Wait, do you see a T baggins? Or did you just make that up? That's a good one though. I like this little dance. That's cute. I wish I had better dances. I don't like the Lalafell dance. It's the little like jig you do. It's not my favorite. This fight has unique action. Okay. Do you want to tell me, or are you gonna let me just figure it out on my own? Because I feel like he's probably just letting me figure it out on my own. Unless it's like really pertinent that I know. There are two heights of the fight. You need to be up or down to avoid things. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Got it. That's all you can give me? Okay. That's perfect. Give me just enough to keep myself alive, but still kind of keep it vague. Yeah. Are they gonna play music? Okay, check out what Share Wheels does. I feel like that's like sound advice for any fight. Just like watch what other people are doing. This little Lalafell is really cute too. I love like the animal ears. Looks great. This is so silly. Are they gonna play music? Oh, hello, little Lalafell. Hi. Hi, friend. What little shenanigans are we getting up to? Wait. Got drop rated? They say you should on fire and try to run off with two. Oh no. I forgot that you're still playing. You're still playing Rimworld. So you emergency removed all the rooms. Yeah, I forgot like how quickly the like fires can heat up. What is a little ginger cookie? Oh my god, I love this. I forgot how much fires can like heat up rooms. I remember that being like a problem when I was like exploring certain like abandoned ruins. Like a fire would happen and trap my pawns in there. And I just like superheat them. Oh, I love this. Wait, when did I get this? This is so good. Hold on, I love this. Wait, there's so much stuff going on right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh my god, looks like carnage. Oh my god. That's crazy. Yeah, fires are scary in that game. They're really scary unless you kind of like deal with them quickly. I kind of like this though. Like it kind of fits that Lalafell aesthetic I really enjoy. Oh no, wait. Where are they going? Where are they going? Where are the little lawn gnomes going? Wait, how do you follow people? Oh, you can't follow people, yeah. What is happening? Yeah, I still remember where I got this from, though. Like, what dungeon I got this from. It even has, like, a little sword, too. I almost, like, want to make a full set of it. Because it kind of, like, I don't know, like, the Lalafell gear is so good, though. But it kind of has, like, similar vibes with the, kind of, like, neck cloth piece. Whatever you call this, like, the hood. I want to see the rest of the set, though. But I do love, like, the fractal continuum. Ah, okay. That was this one. Well, let's start when we went back to, how's this long? Yeah, I might hold on to this for now. Maybe make a set out of it at some point. Try to see some different colors too. Just hold on to it. Where are these friends going? I like watching them like run one at a time. The little like beam following them too. Oh, they're stuck. Oh no, they're stuck on this obstacle. That's a cool outfit. I love this. It's really good. Oh, there they come. They've broken free. They've been released. They're so adorable. I love them. Okay, let's try again. There's a little corn servant. That's two. Okay, so we're still in the same deltascape, just different part of it. Got it. So I'm assuming like each deltascape is like a different like sphere or like egg thing. And there it is, Catastrophe. A fitting name for the havoc it will doubtless wreak. Have fun now. Okay, anti-gravity. That's right. I remember he gave that to us. Okay, so you can go like up. Got it. So I just need to watch out for attacks that involve like either going like levitating or going down. So like I guess earthquake makes sense. Okay. I saw that, and then 1,000 Gs. That dropped us back down. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna kind of watch what you guys do. That's probably easiest. So when you guys go up in the air, I'll go up in the air. Mechanical probe. Okay. Gravitational wave. I'm gonna be honest, the music, a little generic. I'm not like really getting into the music so far. But like I said, I mean, the Alexander rate's at such a high bar that it's hard to like top how much I enjoyed that music. But I haven't really been too impressed so far. But the fights are really interesting. Like, this is great. I'm loving this fight so far. Seems a little simple in terms of healing, but it's still pretty neat. I love like fights that kind of give you like an ability to use at certain points. That's really neat. really sure what this is. Okay, now I'm frozen. Looks like we're all frozen. Oh yeah, I need to use my Toxicon. Forget about that. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like I don't want to trash on it because I don't hate it, but it's just been a little lackluster. But again, I should give it more time. I shouldn't formulate an opinion yet. It's only on the first two sections. The Alexander raids didn't really get, you know, really into it and really good until like later on, so. I would like that. And I'd like to pass. Oh, I got it. Nice. Alright, let's leave. Leave. How to compare it to the first Avly's raid? Oh, okay, yeah, that might be. I might be kind of missing that nostalgia of like earlier boss music from first Final Fantasy games. Right, do the mechanics, law raids or do mechanics correctly and live. Yeah, it seems like that fight. I don't know if it's because you were kind of carrying most of the healing, but I feel like there wasn't really a lot of like really scary like mechanics that we couldn't just simply avoid. But that wouldn't like, I don't know, that kind of almost went like, was seemed like too easy. Yeah, when nobody's getting hit by avoidable stuff, yeah. That is that big part of it, so. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on doing it. We keep on pushing through and see how my opinion changes. Good to have you back safe and sound. I see Nero's toy didn't let you down. A rousing performance made possible by my anti-gravity gimbal. Lest you wonder, you are not supposed to be able to descend on your own volition. The device worked quite as intended. It just wasn't intended for use on living. Well, let's just say it wasn't exactly as its intended use. Yeah, no, I mean, I will say, like, I feel like I did relatively well with the Avly's raids. For first time. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Those are definitely a lot more difficult than these. At any rate, there's another mighty foe laid low, and may I say that I had every faith you would succeed. Yeah, like I feel like in alliance raids, yeah, exactly. If you fail, like it kills you. It's a lot more punishing when you miss the mechanics. It would seem a shame to squander the momentum we have generated, and you are fighting fate. I doubt you'll be hearing from Biggs and Wedge for a while. We push on here in the meantime. Reliable as ever. Without further ado then, let us move things along. According to our analysis, your next opponent, Delta 3, is being named Halicarnassus. Final Fantasy V, since the first two bosses were from that game? Ah, gotcha. I'm assuming maybe Halicarnassus is from Final Fantasy V as well? Like maybe all of the first Delta Escape arm? Halicarnassus, you say? The Queen of Dimension Castle? What's this? You know of her? You mean you don't? Well, I suppose a blue-blooded brat such as you would have no interest in humble folk tales. It appears a lesson is in order. Halicarnassus is a character from an ancient fable. In the tale, she is one of the chief antagonists, and such things are wont to unfold. He meets her end at the hands of the heroes, incurably valiant youths not unlike our adventurer friend here. Literary historians have speculated that the tale could be loosely based on events which took place in the Fourth Astral Era, but little remains of that age, and there is no way to verify the claim. Indeed, most now assume the story to be a work of pure fiction. You mean to tell me that Omega is populating its grand experiment with fictional characters? Twould seem your understanding is yet lacking. Scant grasp have I of that which men know and know not. Mark me then, Omega hath no soul, no mind's eye in which to envision a rival, to bring forth new life, and must needs draw upon that which hath already been, its every creation being another's conception. This limitation is concealed by the breadth of its experience. It possesseth the means to retain the knowledge of entire eras, and not only of this reflection, yet it perceiveth not this knowledge as well as we do. Fact, fiction, this distinction holdeth no meaning for Omega. All is equal in its eyes. If a thing is logical, it can be created. Such a wondrous weapon should exist. It surpasses my wildest imaginings. And they were indeed wild, or they were wild indeed. But I gather not everyone shares my excitement. What's the matter, Garland? Lost your nerve? Quiet, Nero. We adults are thinking. But perhaps now it is not the time. Lunko said he was ready to continue, and so am I. Let's deal with Halicarnassus. Amusing will keep. For now, we should concentrate on defeating Halicarnassus. So dangerous and wondrous. A thing cannot well be left alone. We must reach Omega, no matter the cost. Alright, on to the next. Delta Escape version 3. This one is funny. Okay, I'm excited then. Looking forward to it. Let's go take a look at Glamours. And that piece that I got. I like that gingerbread cookie I got too. Yeah, see, I love like the Dark Knight poses like this. I think like all the Dark Knight weapons are really cool. The giant great swords. Oh, that was quick. It's been like some really fast queue times. Really surprised. Oh, you can't while waiting for a duty. Okay. It's an interesting throne room. What fools are these who have entered my domain? No matter, you shall remain here for my pleasure. FFXIV music? It does feel like kind of like a very classic fantasy game soundtrack. This music right now. Oh, I'm turning into a frog. Thanks. Oh god, okay. Look, I think I'm safe. Yeah, we're good. Alright, that was a lot that just happened. I shall partake of an afternoon tea. Oh no! Oh, I wasn't over there. I think I'm fine now. I was looking at. Oh no, I'm still good. Okay. What is all this? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see. That was really interesting. Okay. That was fun. I wish that happened more times throughout the fight. That was cool. Oh, when those symbols... Okay, I think I just picked up on those symbols that popped up. Are you supposed to stand, like, on the symbol that coordinates with your, like, class? Like healer, DPS, tank? I think I just realized that. Yeah, I think a way to think about it too. I didn't. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that as well. Like this. These are definitely a lot simpler than like the yeah, or half as long. Right. That was still like a really unique fight though. Like I think I enjoyed that one the most out of all of them. I think that one kind of had like the most like visually appealing and fun mechanics. I like that one. It was good. Team mechanics. So that was Halicarnassus. I must congratulate Omega on her appearance. It was exactly as I was imagined her. Though, if I were to pick fault, it did take certain liberties with her character. The Queen of the Tail was rather more restrained. I'm glad you're safe, Blanca. For a moment there, I feared you might croak. Is that a frog joke? Forgive me, you deserve better than that. Thanks to you, we are but one victory away from clearing the Deltascape. Take as much rest as you need, old friend. You've earned it. If you know less about your class and more about the fight, you can read it better. Gotcha. I'm getting good. I'm not used to compliments. I almost like didn't even pick up on it until you said something. Yeah, I do feel like I'm kind of. Yeah, I agree with that compliment. Thank you, I appreciate that. The next battle is the Subjects Delta 4, the test's world's final resident. You wouldn't go that far? Okay. I shouldn't let get to my head then. From what I have been able to gather, your opponent is, and I quote, a great tree born of an agglomeration of evil will, which assumes the form of a dark mage, all of which I suggest you ignore. I will say too, like, to give myself even less credit, because I need to talk myself down, those fights don't really involve a lot of healing. So I can kind of, I have more time to like focus on the mechanics of the fight themselves. His name is X-Death? Come on. Sounds like a Kojima name. X-Death. And he plays the role of chief antagonist in another ancient tale. Though I wasn't able to glean the specifics of his abilities, he appears to command the power of the void, as indeed the story states. When I first encountered the work, I naturally assumed said power to be a metaphor of sorts, but I am quite sure Omega will have interpreted it as something more tangible. Okay. That wasn't an invitation to talk down on me. Alas, no amount of analysis can tell us what may happen when X-Death calls upon the powers of the void, which is to say, beware. Tell me something, Nero. What happens at the end of the tale? Why, good triumphs over evil and the heroes defeat X-Death, of course. What did you expect? I expected exactly that, which is precisely what troubled me earlier. If the heroes won, why did Omega not make them its test subjects? If it seeks to determine the strongest being, why would it bother with those who were defeated? That is interesting. One moment. Link bro. Biggs, the control room, are you? What news? I see. Very well. I'll tell the others. You two take care over there. Sorry for the interruption. That was Biggs. He reports that the stasis system shows every sign of being engaged, despite the fact that it clearly isn't. It can only be a malfunction. While we were able to turn it off, it would seem the reverse is not possible. The system may have taken damage during the calamity. Does it look like it can be repaired? Hard to say. They tell me it seems complex even by Allegan standards. While they may be able to fix it, there's no telling how long it might take. Well then, we must keep on fighting the good fight here, must we not? Nero has the right of it. At this time, focusing on X-Death would seem to be our only recourse. Chocobo certainly has no objections. Come then, I would see you fall in the footsteps of the heroes of the tale. Quack, quack, quack. Held Escape version 4. Yay. Alright, let's do it. I think this might be my last raid for today. And then we'll pick it up tomorrow. Continue. The Savage version has an extra thing in it if you want to knock it out after really quickly. It is cool. Do I have access to the Savage versions? Of this? I thought I need to finish all of them first. Once you finish 4.0? Wait, do you get the Savage versions after you finish like a certain like whole section? I thought you need to finish the whole entire quest line. Oh yeah, I'd be down to try it then. Yeah, I can stream for a little longer then. You get them in chunks? Oh, okay, interesting. When the sections release many months. Yeah, it's always interesting like playing these all one after another and then realizing when they first came out they were like people had to like wait, you know, time in between each one. I do not envy that. Okay, was it this one, right? Yeah. Yeah, what can I do? What can I do with this? I think I might get rid of this one. I never really used it that much. And I want to like mess around with this. I'm just not really sure what else to do. The pants look pretty good with that, actually. I don't mind that. I need some like better shoes though. I'm alive. I am alive. Yeah, I haven't streamed since last week. I was on vacation over the weekend, and then this week I've just been busy and tired and kind of getting back into the swing of things. So it took me a little bit to get back into normal schedule. Welcome, Mr. Lobato. I hope you're having a good day today. Hope you're doing well. Can I change the color of this maybe? Can I not change the color from this menu? Move item from plate. Yeah, I don't know. I like it, I just... Not dyeable? Oh, that sucks. This doesn't look too bad though. Like these haven't been Shadowbringers yet. I haven't even started Shadowbringers. I'm working on the Omega quest line for Stormblood right now. So the raid series. Yeah, I have not gotten to Shadowbringers. Still got quite a ways to go before I get to that point. Oh yeah, I see it has no dot, you're right. Yeah. That's not too bad. Kind of like some bigger boots. I mean, there's also that which kind of matches like the red consistent theme. This is like pretty adorable. I like that. This isn't too bad. This coat's really nice too. Like that. We'll just say that for now. Yeah, what do I like more? I don't really know. I don't know why I have such a hard time like changing from this outfit. Because I like it so much. Nothing has been able to kind of like pique my interest as much as this outfit. We have this one or this. I wish I could change the colors. That's my only complaint. Like, I don't mind the blue. I wish I could change the colors. Maybe have like a brown cloak to match with the boots. Would be really nice. And then kind of keep the red like accent. I think my only complaint is like the front part of it is like a little plain. Like all the details kind of in the back with these pouches. And I don't know, what do I like more? What like looks better? It's just like the green pants is really good on this one too. Maybe I can find some better pants for the other one. Maybe the pants for this aren't the best choice. Oops. We're like the Lollifel pants. But that's not too bad. What if I change the color of this like a white? Oh, but then it makes those like gray, which might be good actually because it'll match with the rest of the outfit. Like, that's not too bad. And then what if I try to do like a white or like, can I find this blue? Or like a blue boot? I don't know what blue color that would be though. Because like doesn't quite match any of this stuff. That's like too much white now. I feel like I need some sort of contrast. Okay. This is an interesting design. Fine, it's in my grasp. The power to control all creation. The power of the void. He has like a lot of AoE attacks. I gotta watch out for those. I did not expect this. Okay. That was interesting. Oh boy, I didn't even see that. Oh god, okay. Okay, so Thunder's is a single target attack. Oh no, I think I just walked off. I think I literally just walked off. Oh man. Or did it push me off? Thank you for the res. Okay, that would explain why everybody walked towards the other side. Oh man, I just fell apart at the end of this. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't understand like that part. I'm just supposed to like get away from each other. And is it the arrows like on top of your head like point to where attacks are gonna come from? A little sloppy towards the end of that fight. Hey, Delta escape complete. What is this? Little wind-up X-Death need. I got it, nice. But did everybody else just leave? Oh yeah, they all did. I'll take a free pat. Opposite of stack markers where the arrow points in. Flare arrows point out so you spread them. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Plumco, thank the gods you're safe. When the shell around this place began to crack, we feared the worst. Given that all of us are present in Corporeal, does this mean this area is no longer the Delta Escape? Beep. Delta Escape shut down complete. Alpha Group is victorious. Congratulations. Your combat record has been archived for future matchmaking. Results from other test worlds are still pending. In the meantime, please tend to your hurts and await further instructions. Blip. And with that, we've taken a significant step towards solving the mystery that is Omega. It hasn't been easy, but all in all, I'd say things were proceeding rather smoothly. Too smoothly. We couldn't have done it without you, old friend. Come, let us return to reality and enjoy what rest we can. Things are proceeding smoothly indeed. Too smoothly, yeah. Me and Nero have the same thoughts. I feel like there's more going on with Alpha. 'Tis well that thou harborest doubts, mortal, but they are misplaced. Omega could have conducted its tests in complete secrecy, unbeknown to all. It's not only did it betray its presence to you, it allowed you to come this far. Yeah, what is the significance of Alpha? Alpha, what art thou, truly? Not even Midgardstormer knows. Just a little guy? The instrument of the mortal's triumph, or the bait that lureth them into the abyss? I really hope he's not bad. I hope he's not like some... I don't know. Thou knowest not thine own purpose, then we can but watch and wait. Even Alpha doesn't even know. It's okay, Alpha. I don't know my purpose either. We're both in the same boat. Flip. Outcome unexpected. Projections gave Delta subjects the upper hand. Outcome supports hypothesis. As previously observed, certain beings may unleash hidden potential when subject to stress. Initiate new test. Subject Alpha group members to severe stress. Searching database for suitable event. Oh, great. That's definitely what I want to hear. Severe stress. Event found. The death of a comrade. Alpha's gonna die, isn't it? Well, I guess... I don't know. Yikes. It feels good to be back on solid ground. Thank you again, old friend. You did well too, Alpha, fearlessly going into battle whenever you were called upon. We're glad to have you with us. Speaking of which, are you comfortable joining us out here? It seems totally fun. I'll take that as a yes. Well then, at the risk of obeying Omega's orders, I suggest we permit ourselves a moment's respite. But mayhap I should take the opportunity to compile the results of our investigation thus far. No rest for the righteous. Okay, so where would I get the savage versions of the fight? Does anybody know? Back in Rauger? Okay. Back in Rauger. Is it gonna be something like the Alexander raids where like the fourth one drops either a pet or a mount? Is that kind of like a consistent thing throughout all of the raids? Where might I find it though? I see. Everything well with the investigation? I sent a man to keep watch by the yawn, by the way. You need to head back down, just let the fellow know. Yeah, I don't see any quests available. Are you sure I can just get it piece by piece? I don't need to finish the whole entire raid series? There's one more quest I need to do? Okay. I'm assuming back at the yawn. Okay. Not a problem. I can't tell if I like this set. I really want to like it because I love like the top part of it, but I don't know, I might need to take a look at it again. It just kind of feels very plain. I'm just way too picky too, though. That's the problem. Just in life, I'm just way too picky. Right then, let's head back to Ralger's Reach. Jesse will want to know exactly what we've been up to. No. Might have been helpful to grab that first. Now we can go back. I've apprised Jessie of our travails, but you may want to let her know you've returned. She claimed you have been quite worried. How would Alpha react to seeing a normal chocobo, I wonder? He'd probably say quack. As he does. Welcome back, Flunko. I'm told you've been blazing a trail for us. The way I hear it, our investigation would be long since ground to a halt without you. I realize you're mostly interested in saving the world, but I want you to know how much I appreciate you helping the company out like this. Frankly, we need all the help we can get. What with our esteemed president diving headlong into the jaws of danger without a word of warning to anyone, irresponsible doesn't begin to describe it. You didn't tell her? I did, after a fashion, though I might have exercised some executive discretion. I'm no stranger to your lone endeavors, or your habit of confusing personal and company interests, but just because you've always done things a certain way doesn't make it end the right way, and until you wake up to your responsibilities, I'm going to keep reminding you of them. But such irksome matters aside, aren't you just the most adorable little thing? He followed you here of his own free will, did he? Which means he's basically part of the family. And why wouldn't he grant us exclusive rights to use his likeness? Shall we start off with a simple clockwork version? They'll be queuing up in the streets. Oh, it can't be. What the seven hells has gone into you? Listen, if I've caused you any distress, I apologize. But I will not have you comment on our guests' marketability. Where are Biggs and Wedge? Shouldn't they be back by now? Oh, I thought you might have sent them off on another unauthorized mission. Last I heard from them, they said they were scouring Omega Control for anything useful. We've been a good while ago now, though. Yeah, I don't like the sound of this. Though we have all the necessary permissions, the area is technically a theater of war, and one littered with unknown Algan artifacts to boot. Something may well have befallen them. We best take the Excelsior and go and find them. Leaving again so soon? Nero, Plunko, I want you to accompany the chief. Make sure he doesn't do anything rash or take any detours. Consider it's done. I shall bring him back, even if I have to drag him by the goggle straps. Want to come along, eh? It's probably for the best. If we leave you here, Jesse is liable to take a mold of you. Right, let's get moving. I'll bring the airship to Gridania. Wait for me at the landing. Oh, I love the pod. Pod 54. I can't wait for the near Automata raids. So excited for that. All I can think about. Airship landing. Wasn't it like down here, right? Can I jump off? Actually, first, I want to go check out my outfit real quick while I'm here. I want to try to see if I can, like, improve it. I think it's the pants. I think I kind of like the other... Whoops. The other pants more. Like this Lawfell pants. Oops. Scar changes, yes. And then just like recolor it to like the white. Maybe like a little darker. Yeah. So that kind of like matches the rest of the set. It's the boots. I can't quite find like the good like blue color that I want. Yeah, nothing like really matches, unfortunately. I mean, the brown's not too bad. It's just kind of, I don't know. Maybe like a lighter brown would be a little better. Although I don't want to get rid of the red is the problem. Let's just save that for now. Let's see if this is any better. I mean, it doesn't really change much, to be honest. I have like some poofier pants. Yeah, I kind of like almost like how it was before, actually. I don't like the that gray part on the boots or on the pants. What pants? I think I just had like those before. Was there anything like maybe a little better? That's not too bad. I can't dye that though. That's like nice. I kind of like that almost. Like the boots are a little bit bigger now. Or I guess kind of like the knee pads, like those leather knee pads kind of add on to the boots a little bit. Yeah, like that's like pretty decent. Let's try that for a little bit. Man, I'm just really like way too picky. I don't like it. Yeah, let's just kind of rock this for a little bit. Give it a shot. I gotta try something new. I'm like, the problem is I'm tired of wearing that like the same Lawfell armor, but at the same time, like I can't find anything that can replace it that I like enough. So it's just weird. Weird feelings. Another chance to board the famous Enterprise Excelsior. Aren't I a lucky boy? Quack, quack. Looks like we're all here. Let's make haste to the Cartino Flats. Hopefully Biggs and Wedge are okay. I figure they probably are, right? Go on ahead to the control room, Plunko. We'll follow as soon as we've moored the Excelsior. The Corley Lovers armor set? What is... Wait. Is that just... What is that? What is the Corley Lovers armor set? Is it just like naked? What are you referring to? Oh, it's the pink one? Oh. Oh, like the level 100 gear that I had? Oh, no. Yikes. He's unconscious. Yikes. The only problem is that's from White Mage. Like, I couldn't have level 100 gear for my Sage, right? Seven Hells, Big's Wedge, even if it is just glamours. Are you alright? Answer me. Chief? Blanco? A monster appeared out of thin air. Uh-oh. Blip. Targets exhibit vital signs. Mission failed. However, Alpha Group members exhibit heightened levels of stress. Objective fulfilled. Oh, okay. This is where they mentioned that they were going to, like, target a party member. Ah, I see. Omega? You sent that thing upon them? Affirmative. I am able to create simple life forms instantaneously at any temporal or spatial coordinates. Such beings may pose a negligible threat to you, however. Oh god. Yeah, this is certainly the stress factor. They are more than sufficient to grievously wound or kill the majority of your kind. I could instigate a massacre at any time, and you would be powerless to prevent it. I detect a shift in policy, quantity over quality. Negative, my objective remains unchanged, evolution through formidable opposition. However, over the course of seeking suitable subjects, I observed an anomaly, those whom you call heroes. History shows numerous instances of otherwise unremarkable individuals who have defeated vastly superior beings, who triumphed in the face of apparently impossible odds, who performed what are properly termed miracles. This has occurred too frequently to be dismissed as a mere statistical operation. I seek to understand this phenomenon. Should it prove to be a benefit, I will incorporate it into my own evolution. It is for this purpose that I brought you to my domain. So putting on a show with a yaw and planting Alpha in our midst was but a part of your grand plan. By your victories, you have demonstrated the selfsame anomaly. You are fit to remain my subjects. You will continue participating in my experiment. Withdraw, and I will commence the extermination of your kind. Oh god. It's not looking too good. This is an order, a threat, declaration of war. I am an enemy to all life upon this star. Yikes. It would seem we have much to ponder, but first things first, we must tend to our friends. Quickly, help me carry them. Okay, so I guess the reason, if I understand that correctly, the reason it's like picking kind of antagonists and enemies from like fairy tales is not to kind of like research those enemies, but instead to research like the heroes that defeat them and kind of like the power of miracles. Garland and Alpha took the two wounded to the Conjurers Guild. The chief bids me lend a hand, so I suppose I shall take myself there too. You, meanwhile, are to return to Ragar's Reach and report to Jesse. The power of... yeah. Omega is trying to understand the power of friendship. Exactly. Yeah, so I guess, like, how I'm kind of interpreting it, it's not so much as a competition to see who is the strongest, more so like an experiment to see why we are as strong as we are and why, like, heroes, you know, have the capability to kind of perform miracles. Bunko, I heard there was trouble when the Seven Hells happened. There's a lot of people over here. I'm kind of surprised. What? Omega loosed a fiend on Biggs and Wedge? Toy people's lives like it was all a game. This is madness. Sir, will they be alright? The worst has passed, but they still drift in and out of consciousness. They'll remain in the Conjurer's care for a time. Then all we can do is wait and pray. Ah, God strike me down for a fool. I should have been more mindful of the dangers. I should never have... what? Activated Omega? You know as well as I do that there was no way to defeat Shinru. But is this truly any better? All of mankind is being held at ransom, and as the one who activated Omega, I bear the responsibility. The responsibility... just the kind of thing the new you would say. You are deluding yourself, Garland. We are scientists, not heroes. Even you must concede your talents and extend to combat. The old you understood this far better. He only looked forward and gave himself wholly to science. And then you changed. You styled yourself a pacifist and started spouting tripe about the proper use of technology. 'Twas in the wake of your old man's mishap at Baja, I believe. Calm yourself. All I wish to say is, embrace who you are. A man who devotes his mind to making the impossible possible. With little prospect of restoring the stasis system, I'm afraid we have no recourse but to continue participating in Omega's tests. Assuming Midgard Summer has the right of it, we face a legion of foes from history, both real and imagined. Though I may not be the one who charges into the fray, I shall fight beside you as best I know how. That said, it will inevitably fall to you to administer the coup de grace, old friend, so please, for Biggs and Wedge and all of us, don't lose. I reckon the little scamp is trying to encourage us. We've fallen far indeed to earn its pity, said the former tribunus. Until such time as Omega next extends us an invitation, you'll find me analyzing the data from my investigation. Good day to you. Before they were attacked, Biggs and Wedge discovered a tombstone. Or a tombstone. I shall examine its contents and make the information available on the terminal over there as I extract it. Feel free to refer to it whenever the occasion arises. There's no telling when Omega will summon us, but we must all see that we are ready when it does. Fear not, old friend, we'll get through it together, somehow or another. Ah, so there we go. Initializing, welcome, how may I assist you today? Access the Savage. Good day, valued employee. Thank you always for your tireless efforts. Tell me, are you getting enough rest? Are you sleeping and eating well? Are your eyes not blurry from overuse? I wish I could say I am. Here at the Garland Ironworks, your well-being is our priority. To that end, we have introduced a program to address work-related stress. Dubbed the Savage Initiative, where we must be savage on stress. It adds a touch of relaxation to the daily grind. For its maiden feature, we are pleased to bring you Mending Melodies, songs that soothe body and soul. Oh, it's like the... Oh, look at that. Look at the title screen music. This particular piece was composed and recorded for our benefit by a minstrel of no small renown. It has been proven to possess potent healing properties and promises to promote happiness as well as stimulate creativity. Please be forewarned, however, that prolonged exposure may overstimulate the imagination, leading to the augmentation of one's memories. It is recommended that you enjoy the song in moderation. With that, I bid you a fulfilling day of striving for freedom through technology. Oh no. Okay. So, I'm assuming we're doing the fourth one. Unsynced. Or unrestricted, I should say. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good call. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what mount or pet drops from this. Will be a disaster? Oh, no, don't say that. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Excuse me. Where'd he go? This part's pretty cool. Wait, is this different? I feel like I don't... Did I just not remember this? From the normal version? That's crazy. Wait, this is totally different, right? Yeah, this is totally different. Why does he have like girls attached to him? What is this? This is wild. Oh my god, this is so cool. Oh. He's like full health now too. Oh man, okay. Yikes, that picked up. Yeah, how do we get past that part? Welcome to a real savage. I like how it starts us at this phase now, though. It's a line. Okay. I'm gonna like watch it again to see what happened. Yeah, because I saw like those like circles pop up with the arrows in them, like pointing in directions, but I wasn't really sure what to do with that. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Just jump into it. Just DPS harder. I'm trying. Okay, I don't know how you died, but I lived. Also, I'm probably gonna die though. Yeah. Okay. So there's like a purple side and a blue side. You got a knockback, but they both had like beams going across them. Is there a certain side you need to stand on? Because it was the same thing that killed us the first time. Not sure. Yeah, I wish it was like a little slower. I'm not really sure like the lead up to that section. I gotta like watch it again. Like really pay attention. I don't think I can like shield through it either. I could try though. Okay, it's like this part. But I don't really know. Okay, so you... It's like, what symbol do I go towards? Oh, I lived. I don't know how I lived. But I lived. Okay. I'm not really sure what happened there. I guess we'll take it. You just like run towards him or go in the middle, both sides, maybe? Okay, I don't understand this either. Okay, maybe the safe one's in the middle? Okay, these like travel in the direction of the arrows. That makes sense, okay. I just died that time. I was not paying attention. Dang, I wish I had like a self-revive. Wait, can I use it on myself? No, I can't. Yeah, I think try and go in like the middle, maybe? Thanks. Okay, we got this. We can definitely do this. Oh, there's a debuff. Oh, does the debuff like tell you where you need to go? I didn't notice that. The opposite of your debuff. Perfect. I don't know why I just didn't notice that at all. Seems like a very easy thing. I remember seeing this debuff, but this doesn't tell you like what side to go on. Okay, so I have like the kind of like triangle symbols. But I need to go on this side. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's not too bad at all. I can see your symbols too. Oop, I could not, sorry. I don't know if I could help you there. Okay, so I have like white runes. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh no! No. No. I don't know if it's worth. I should wait 7 seconds. I'm gonna wait until this is done. Okay, we're back up. Man, it's so weird, like, trying to play white mage after Sage for so long. I'm not good at jumping back and forth. I think we got it though. Yeah, there we go. Whew. That was a fun fight. GG. I don't know. I don't know if the easy part really fits, but I'm still streaming. Yeah, yeah. I'm going a lot longer than I initially said, but that's totally fine. Yeah, like where he like kind of like opens up the fabric of reality and like crawls through from the other realm. That part was really cool. What is this? Oh, it's like a astrologian. Wait, does it just drop the pet? Or is it like a mount or something? Also, hello, Saran. Hope you're having a good day today. Welcome. The crystal is the mount? Ah. I always like... Well, yeah, I always get confused because I see other. I'm like, oh, it's probably just some like... Probably just some like item you turn in for gear. But... No, it says... Yeah, it says summoned. Yeah, I still get hung up on that a lot. Not all mounts look like whistles. Okay, let's go... out real quick and check it out. I just feel like they look so similar to like other like primal, you know, like drops or like other kind of raid drops that I get confused. I also got, I don't know if that's kind of like very like druid-esque in a way. Seems like a druid or like some sort of like nature themed thing. That's really neat. Okay, I love this. I love this. You watching a movie? Oh, what movie were you seeing, Saran? Where did you go? Where did you go see? Right before the movie started? I mean, I usually like. Sometimes I stream for like this long. Not super often. But sometimes I'll go until like 9 p.m. my time. Okay, let's check out this mount. Let's see here. I'm also gonna switch back to see. Oh, what is? Oh, I get the ulteroids. Hey, that's really cool. While none can be certain the exact intentions of a self-aware dimensional construct, logic suggests this winged aberration is a reimagination of Alteroid, a legendary wizard who is said could take the shape of a dragon at will. Oh my god, I've heard such good things about that movie. I haven't seen it yet, but a lot of my friends have seen it and said it was incredible. I hope you liked it. Just checking genuine fear. Yeah, I heard it was incredible. I gotta watch it at some point. Also, this is a really cool mount. I love like the longer dragons. I'm gonna go see the Backrooms movie tomorrow night, which I heard was good as well, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, I need to watch Obsession. Just a little guy. He's definitely not a little guy. He's definitely a very long boy. Is mine the same size as yours? Or is mine like the shrunken down Lalafell? I guess like similar size, yeah. Like riding a snake. Yeah, I love like a good like build up. Like I don't really care much for like jump scares. I love like the just tension build up and like the stress, and yeah, it's great. I like stuff like that. I like the more thrillers. Neat. Look at this. It does look very like snake-esque in a way. Like the head looks like a snake head with something like the wings. It's really good. Really impressed. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of more mechanics that just like one-shot you for sure than the normal version. You like have to pay attention. Like if you mess up, like you are punished for it pretty severely. Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm gonna call it there for today. I'm sorry, Saran, you just got here, and now I'm ending. But I'll be back tomorrow for more Omega raids. So we'll continue this and see what's next. Yeah, that's what I like. I like the psychological horrors. I don't really care much for like jump scare or like, you know, overly gory. Or like a slasher like horror film. Like I don't really care much about like a murderer. Never really been into that, but I love like movies that like make you stressed and just like super tense and that kind of psychological aspect of it, where there's like a slow build up into like really tense moments. The Smile movies, if you've seen those, are really good at that. They're like the last like really good horror movies that I saw that I remember. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna call it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with more Final Fantasy. So hope to see you all then. Yeah, good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Goodbye.